Top of the morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Hope we're all having a fantastic day so far. I know I am. Beautiful day here in Palm Springs. I don't even know what it is, like 80 degrees and sunny. Absolutely fantastic. A lot of you might not know this about me, but I am in fact the sampler king. No one makes a better sampler than I do. And we are restocked, man. I spent the last 2 days making some of these curated samplers. Absolutely sick. We're going to look at these really quick and then also do a quick update on just the Tatuaje section as well. So right off rip, actually, you know what? Let's just go ahead and get that out of the way. Burning through our remaining Halloween releases from Tot. This is an old one from like 2 years ago, and then we still have the Wolfman from last year. We did not order the Mummy because I had a feeling it wasn't going to do very well, hence the fact I still have these from years prior. So we did pass. I do hear good things about it. I remember trying one, but God, years ago actually, and I thought it was pretty good. But you know, only so much space, only so many cigars I can have in here, so that one just did not make the cut. More Havanas, added these guys, had to. So many people love the Verasu that we did go ahead and get the new Verasu, new to us, right? Verasu Blue. I had no idea how many people love that cigar. It was super weird for me to post about that and then see everyone just flood the comments with how much they love that specific cigar. So this one is brand new. It's going to stick around for a while. I'm probably going to get a couple different sizes of that as well. So that'll be pretty sick. At least, people that have been getting it so far love it. I expect any size I get within reason to do pretty well. Cojonus, we have discontinued the Grand Cojonu. They have tweaked the blend, and it is not a very good smoke anymore. Just my opinion and my old man's opinion personally. It's just not even close to the same anymore. So kind of sad. That was a cigar that at least he enjoyed for... it was at least over 10 years he smoked that cigar. He's been buying boxes and boxes of that. So if anyone's going to notice a change, it's definitely him. And then him and two other customers kind of were raising some eyebrows about it. So we did discontinue it. All good, though, because we still have the same other Cojonus, the Broadleaf Sumatra and the Habano, all of which absolutely fantastic. None of these disappoint. Tatuaje products in general do not disappoint. Still have the Capa Especials. This guy too, real spicy, really nice. Petite black labels, we'll pick up a couple different sizes of these, but definitely pleased with more of the feedback. These are kind of becoming more popular for us again. They started off really popular and then just took a nosedive, and then now they're kind of popular again. So super weird. We didn't notice anything out of the ordinary, so not sure why that was, but glad that they're still trucking back around. This was the other new one that we added, was the Fausto. This guy was the 7x60. Yeah, the FT187, 7 3/8 by 60. Huge smoke, great smoke. We wanted something to replace the Grand Cojonu, so we were hoping this would be good, but it's still not as heavy as we were hoping for. The plus side is it is a huge smoke, and it does get more full, kind of on that. Yeah, it's not really at the halfway point. You're really on that last third before it does get full. So we'll kind of see how they do. On the bright side, it is just a box of 12. So it's not a huge deal and a great value as well. Again, here in California, so that here is considered a great value. But bunch of the brown labels, we're still going to keep these in. This is still overall like our best mover, or just the brown labels. Everything from the Petites, aka the Dog Walker, closed foot. Great construction. These are just really nice. Definitely the best way to go if you're like smoking cigarillos, but you want like a better quality one. Bam. Definitely the way to go. So all the, Noellas, Regios, Unicos, Lonsdale, Lancero, which is fantastic. Still a slept on smoke. And then on the bottom, some Reservas, the Cabaguans. This is still another super underrated smoke. Those are just amazing. And then, also going to rip through the last two of these. These hung around for a painfully long time for being a box of 10 months. Those have been here. So those won't be getting reordered either, but that's okay because I do technically need the space if we're going to add more blues. So it'll all work out. But that's kind of how the Tatuaje section's looking right now. Still pretty good. You're still getting a good variety. You're still getting a good selection. Something for just about everyone. more mild, some smaller, bigger options, the blue, you know. So yeah, not too shabby. Still excited to tweak some things. Still have some of the La Union as well. So yeah, generous on the Tatuaje offerings, man. We'll kind of follow up on those in another month or two when I get more of the blues. This though, this is what I'm excited about. Working a couple days on this. I got some more budget-friendly samplers, right? So we did like just random General Grand Reserva, Arturo options, right? Nothing crazy at all. You got like 6x60 samplers, Aganorsa samplers, Persian King samplers, medium to full shorties, right? So even stuff like that. Elegancia sampler, killer. We have a lot of 660 smokers, so I'm making a ton of 660 samplers, right? Oliva V's, Padrones, Persian Kings, mixed value sampler, mild to medium sampler, right? Some street tacos, my father, tots, you know, just all that good stuff. Yeah, tots, Padrone, mild shorties. These are always killer packs. Those do really well, as I'm sure you could probably imagine. That's just a fire lineup if you like Connecticut's. Another mild sampler, full-bodied my father sampler, more mixed, right? But so these are just like random. I know for a lot of people, you know, shop sampler packs. These are probably on the higher end. Again, you know, California, so I just do what I can. But these are for here considered pretty good values. You know, honestly, they're really good values. But if you want a more higher end sampler, this is what I'm really excited about, because everything from like EP Carrillo, Tatuaje, Hemingway, more tots, Casa Cuba sampler, super sick, Dunbarton, which you're going to see a lot of these because I have to discontinue these products by the new year, so you're going to see a whole bunch of Dunbarton samplers most likely. Here's a really good high-end 660 sampler. That Padron number 4, that Rosada Sungrown Fuente, absolute bangers. I love stuff like this too. When I can do a proper Diamond Crown sampler, Black Diamond, the Maximus, Julius Caesar, I mean, absolutely stunning. Tatuaje Brown Label sampler. Having more fun with like the golf course sampler, longer Connecticut's, right? So you just got a bunch of cool stuff like that. Oliva V's. Seth's Daily sampler. So if you want to know how I smoke, Tabernacles, Casa Cuba, Padrones, Opus, that's Caesar. I dailied all those for a long time. I still do in a sense, but that's a great one. Again, more Dunbarton. Look at this Foundation sampler. Tell me that's not insane. Look at that. You got the Foundation 10-year in there, man. Who's putting that in a sampler? Tell me. Who's putting that cigar in a sampler? Double Corona Tabernacle. You know what I mean? Double Corona Olmec, Wiseman, Axum, heater pack. And then, of course, they only get nicer, right? The Don Carlos, the Añejos, which we're about to get a huge drop of these, and I'll be showing those as soon as they come in. Padron 1964, all Maduros, right? Which, honestly, the 64 Maduros, that's kind of the best way to go. I just made another one of these because before I made this video, I sold my rare EP sampler. The Platinum Bash, right? Pledge of Allegiance, the Silk, 2 different blacks and 2 different sizes. Absolutely stunning. Rare Dominican sampler. We've got a Mirafell in there. Rosada Sungrown, 858, Unnamed Reserve, Double Dose Casa Cuba, Ashton ESG. You know what I'm saying? Just absolutely ridiculous. 26 Natural sampler. What was this one? Oh, of course. The Seth's Favorite sampler, right? Everything from like the Broadleaf Hemingways to the Family Reserve Padrones to Opus. I mean, come on, they're my favorites. You already know that. More. I mean, Opus sampler, pretty ridiculous. I'm probably not going to do too many of those, but we'll see. But I've been making a lot of these. I'm going to continue to keep making these samplers. And obviously this is still the bundle wall, but we're going to be moving some stuff around. I mean, what else is new? I'm always moving stuff around. But yeah, we're going to be shifting some things, and we just get asked all the time for samplers. And then if we offer like the Aroma de Cuba sampler, like the Fresh Pack or the Rocky Fresh Pack or Perdomo Fresh Pack, I always thought those were great. I always thought they were an awesome value, but I guess people are getting a little tired of them because when I, mention those, they're just like, oh, no, do you have any other samplers? I'm just like, well, what are you talking about? And then they'll say stuff like, I want a 660 sampler. I want a sampler of just Connecticut's. I want a sampler of rare cigars. So I'm like, okay, dude, then this is what we're going to do. I'm going to make curated samplers for every company I have and for any possible Vitola, for any wrapper option. And I'm just going to keep making those. So I'm going to get another. I mean, this is obviously temporary, right? But it's just something to house them for now and at a good height because I'm not sure how your clientele is, but for mine, a lot of them are older. So I don't want them bending over as much, and I don't want them having to pull some heavy like box off the top to go through the packs. So I kind of just have this rigged up right now just so it's a little bit easier and accessible, but people just can, kind of flip through here and see what they like. But yeah, man, I'm very excited about this. I've always been a sampler fan, at least making them. I love making them. I never really bought them myself. Maybe it's because I'm a little more, particular. I don't know. But yeah, I'm very excited to be offering those again. Try to offer as much as I possibly can. Anytime I think we're missing something or we need to add something, I'm always going to do everything I can to make sure I can kind of make that happen. So, but yeah, man, it's been good. I've also just started doing live streams on Twitch. So if you guys would like to ever check that out, it is SethsPool on twitch.tv. Definitely still a novice at that, to be honest. I'm still trying to work out the audio and all that, but if you guys are interested, you want to, spare a brother a follow. I mean, I don't even think you can sub or do anything on there yet. Like, it's seriously super in its infancy, but you'll kind of see me walk around the shop. You'll see me talk to customers, help them out. And I'm going to start doing that Monday through Friday for at least an hour or two. And then on the weekend, I can pretty much do desktop streams. So I'm looking forward to that more so, to be honest with you. But, just do anything I can to enrich the experience and help people. So, but yeah, guys, that's about it for today. Another just quick upload, nothing too crazy, straight to the point. Tots looking good. Fausto and Vrasu Blue are in and available, as well as a whole bunch of samplers. So y'all be well. Come see us if you get a chance, or feel free to drop any questions in the comments. I will do the best I possibly can to answer. Always remember, if you like this kind of content, like, sharing, and subscribing helps a ton. So thank you so much. Be well. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a happy Thursday. And we will see y'all in the next one.